Yeah, I do think it's overwhelming to kind of look at BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, these multi-trillion dollar companies, Invesco, and say, of course they can have influence, but like what influence can I have? But I think one of the most remarkable things about public and private markets is that with a relatively small pool of capital, you can have a massive impact. To start on the public company side, because that's the hardest to get your mind around. When you buy a company in private markets, you kind of get that you can have influence on that company. But public markets, it seems like I got to move billions and billions of dollars to have an impact. There was a great example recently of a group called Engine Number One, which is a hedge fund effectively located on the West Coast. That hedge fund is around the size of Sovereign's Capital, the firm that you two founded and that I'm happy to join today. And with a $58 million investment, 0.02% of its shares, they invested in ExxonMobil and were effectively able to get 3 board seats at Exxon to try and push a more radically pro-environmental policy within that group. So 0.02% of shares, if memory serves. And yet, because they were able to lobby a number of passive holders to vote with them, they issued a series of corporate resolutions. They were able to lobby for board seats, and they were able to effectively take over not majority control of the board, but a substantial plurality of the board to try and enact this new, more radically pro-environmental set of policies at Exxon. And so that's an example of what in the grand scheme of things is a very small asset manager, an activist hedge fund that was able, through a pro-environmental activist hedge fund, that was able to take over one of the largest energy companies in history and really dramatically change its policies.